Good morning and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. What's on the agenda for today?
I'm going to go out and get a part today, and we'll explain that later.
That sounds exciting. You guys really have to stay on board for that one. And how's the weather today?
Nice breeze, a little muggy, but it's a nice wind. I'm thinking it's supposed to rain today, 60, 70, 80% chances.
But it feels, so far we haven't started working, but it feels way cooler than yesterday. Yay. Anyway, we got some eyeballs to show you and some other things, so let's get started. Here we go to start another day. Showing how you start your day.
You notice how we started your day and I called, what's the first thing I called you?
I don't know.
What's the first thing I called you?
I don't know.
Hun. See, I'm not a bad guy.
Oh my God. And it looks like as we head to the barn, Buddy's waiting for us too.
Most people go to the beach, but Buddy goes to the moco. Buddy.
He just rolls everything around here.
Good to be home.
I wonder where he went, eh?
For a rip. Just out running around. Hey, buddy.
Are you hungry, Buddy?
I just fed him.
So you're full?
He's getting a little mole now. You get it?
Okay, we'll start with Arnie's eyeballs. You can see a lot of veins in the eyes. A lot of pinkness around the eyeballs. It's not from drinking too much.
I have had it wrong for days. I'm actually other wrong.
But there's no sign of anemia there.
No.
Oh, look who else has joined us. Tommy.
I thought this zucchini was supposed to climb.
We bought these. We couldn't find anything. They didn't have anything this year in the nurseries. So we found this tomato plant that had heritage, like they're supposed to be purple tomatoes. They look kind of black. And we thought they were going to be big tomatoes, but I don't know if any of you guys have ever had one of these before. But now we're thinking that maybe they're like little cherry tomatoes. So maybe we should be picking them and eating them now.
I'm thinking if they're real tomatoes, they couldn't be that crowded. They run out of space.
Yeah. So it's growing on a little line.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
So we should probably try one in a salad. Oh, there's a little guy with a good posture. How you doing, buddy?
They're putting a little bit of weight on there.
At least on the platform you can see if they're walking properly and stuff anyway. And we did get a little bit of rain last night, which was nice. How much rain did we get in the gauge? Did you empty it?
Almost a quarter inch.
Oh, you emptied it?
But it's not, yeah, it's not bad.
Okay.
I think they want to trim off that tree.
Just a quarter of an inch. Here comes Scotty, his little climb to get his food. You got food in there. The birds were eating it. They were eating it. You need a pet. I see that. Hi, you got food in there. Just eat it, because the birds are eating it. You're a silly pussycat. Yeah. Here, look. It's right there. Oh, I know. You just want attention. It's hard to get work done with all these animals around. Hi. How you feeling over here? Do you like Scotty? Okay, I guess. Here, take a bottle because my hands are full. I guess Ernie didn't wait for me to get to the barn to feed Leonard and Linus. Grab a bottle.
What kind of farming is this, Lynn? Here, buddy. Oh.
Hey, hey, come here. You got one here. Do you need a bottle? Look at Leonard. I'm thinking Leonard's going to end up being a keeper.
Really, then everybody's a keeper.
Well, look at Leonard. He's really nice.
I imagine that's the only reason why I'm here.
Because you're a keeper? Sometimes we keep the misfits too, because we feel sorry for them. Look at little Linus. He looks really nice too. Did you see him run across the yard?
He still favors that foot a little bit.
Yeah, but not too bad. Quite the improvement.
A little muggy, eh?
Yeah, actually, it felt cooler because we hadn't started work, but when I was in the barn, my camera started fogging up again, so it's still humid, but at least the heat factor is not here so much. You guys are just such cute little boys. Why are the bottle babies always boys? Oh, you're guzzling. You're guzzling, honey. Go back and get some more.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Linus.
Buddy, here, a little more.
What are you doing?
Hey, Ben.
Well, bring the bottles back.
Lions went outside to down the cover.
Oh, did he?
Look outside. You go to the corner, you'll hear the other.
Well, this group hasn't been dewormed yet, so technically they could still go out if you want. Linus, come on! Linus! Hi, what are you doing out there? Leonard! I think he's just happy for the freedom. Linus and Leonard, what are you doing? Are you the free guys? That big one will take a bottle too. Give her some. She doesn't like to share a bottle, Arnie. The other one's got bad breath. Now Leonard's discovered Buddy. Now he's giving Thelma a little top up because the boys were more interested in playing than drinking. He's gonna move things around a little. This is where he was bush hogging last night. A bush hog is like a little mower you put behind the tractor. It looks a lot like what you'd use for hay. Hi, buddy. Come join me on this swing, why don't you? But he had all this equipment in the way, so he mowed all around it. Right now he's moving the equipment around and the wagons so that he can cut down the rest of the long grass. Because with the little rainfall we've had, when you cut the headed stuff down, it should really boost the stuff underneath up really quickly, we're hoping. And the quicker it grows up, the quicker we can get the sheep back here. Look at Buddy. He's jumped up on the swing. Buddy, you are the spoilt cat. Well, it's gone farther into the morning and it's most definitely extremely humid. Sweating again like crazy. But I imagine once we sit down on the porch with a nice cool drink, it won't feel too bad. It's just about working in it. You gotta feel sorry for the people who have to work out in these conditions. Like construction workers, farmers, anyone who doesn't have a choice, who has to be outside. It's makes it a lot tougher to get your job done. But there's rain in the forecast again, I think, today. And everything's damp and wet anyway, so we can't do any field work. So if we're shut down, it may as well rain. Keep on raining. We need to catch up on the rainfall, really soak the ground, and we've been lucky. We haven't been having flooding rains. We've been just having nice, gentle rains that are soaking into the ground as opposed to running off down the drain. So the bush hog, it looks a lot like his mower that he does for the hay, except it's a lot smaller, and it basically is a giant lawnmower. It's a lot heavier than a lawnmower. It can hit branches and stuff like that without being damaged. It actually can cut down small bushes and stuff like that, so you don't want to get near it. That's why it's called a bush hog. But we use it mainly for cleaning up fields that have gone to head and to cut down weeds. If you cut down the weeds before they seed, you're gonna depress them to the point where after a few years you probably won't have too many weeds whatsoever. The pasture back there behind Arnie, where the adult ewes were grazing, the ewes have basically pulled all the leaves off all the grasses there, so it's just stalks standing up. But it's a much bigger field and there's much more of it, so rather than using a bush hog, which just leaves the grass on the ground to mulch in and add nourishment to the existing grass, if you cut it when it's too heavy, it can actually smother the grass underneath. And the back pasture does have more matter there, so what he's going to do in those fields is he's going to go in with his mower and he's going to bale it all up and use it for bedding. So remember all those box elder nymphs that were on the barn doors? Well, they all disappeared, and I looked here beside me on the bench and there was a whole cluster of them sitting there, and then Ben walked over and stepped on the whole group and scattered them. But these are the adult version that are walking around here. These guys can fly, and apparently they do no harm, so they're basically bird food. But they were all clustered. But Ben ran over here and stepped right in the cluster of them. I think since this group with the young lambs hasn't been dewormed yet, he might be letting them out in here for a little while just to play. This is the group where Linus, Leonard, Thelma, and Louise are. And we got two of Gladiator's nieces in this group as well. Not much out here for them to graze. It's more letting them out for a little romp than anything else right now. And then we'll put them back in later on. Linus didn't go out with the group, but now he's noticed them. Yep, now it's going to be the back and forth playing around. There's Linus and his mom. Whoa, lots of fun, isn't it, guys? We're just letting them out for some exercise. See, even the mom's kicking and playing.
Oh, it's the right temperature, eh?
Oh, that can't be Linus's mom. That mom's nursing that lamb over there.
Well, you see, they run better if the grass is mowed down. They don't want to run through the long grass.
No. I don't know why they have to go to the fire pit.
What?
I don't know why they have to go to the fire pit all the time. You guys, there's nothing in there.
Well, stay away from that. Come on, stay away from that. Go on. That's Leonard.
Leonard's really nice. Okay, these guys, we gotta feed these ewes. Most of these guys are looking in pretty good shape for breeding again. I think we may have avoided any parasites in this group this year. We'll spot check some of the skinnier ones, but they're all looking pretty good. Hi. Hi there. How you feeling? You look really nice. You do. And who are you? You look really nice too. And they got some nice hay now. No more of the old stuff for anybody now that we've got fresh hay, which I like and which they like. Everybody's happy. So these are the girls that would normally be out on pasture. They're indoors now until those pastures grow up again. And this is all we do. The first push is a tough one because these bales weigh 600-700 pounds. But as it goes along, you get a good roll going. And I even see Big Betty in here with the crew. Where is she? There she is. Big Betty's the one in between the two Dorsets there. There she is. There's Big Betty. She's still holding her own. And of course, for some reason, two of them have to have a fight. Why are you guys doing that? Silly sheep. Get along, girls. Girls do it too. I have no idea what their reasoning is. I'll go in there in a second and break them up. Hi, how you guys doing? Why would you two be fighting? There can be nothing worth it. And one of them is a bought sheep. You're an interloper. And I can't break them up because they just gotta, hey. Split up. There, one's gone in. We got them split up. But inevitably, those two will find each other again today and get it out of their system. Now, I do see that there's one ewe here that has a dirty bum. Might want to spot deworm her. See that? But everyone else looks pretty good in this group. Chewy looks great. Chewy's lamb from the fall is also going to be one of our keepers. Talking about anemia in the sheep yesterday by looking at their eyelids, and some people suggested that you can also look at their gums, which is true. However, on Suffolks or black-faced sheep, their mouths tend to be dark too, so it's a little harder to do that on Suffolks, but on white sheep, yes. And even anemia shows up anywhere where you have skin. So even on their backsides, they should all be a little bit pink back there. But occasionally you'll see someone who's quite white. And those ones are the ones you might want to check their eyeballs. So it's just always looking for that coloration in them. You want to see a nice pink color. Here's looking at some eyes. You can see there's pink in there. And that's how you do the eye test. This is one of the ram lambs. You can see all that color. It's not bright white. So by the noise in here, you can tell that we haven't fed anybody yet. Hurry up, buddy. Smart guy. Eats away from the competition. So when we deworm these guys, if they've had diarrhea, what we're going to check for in the next few days is for that diarrhea to dry up. So you can see that he's had it, but you can see that that's dry now. That means we got him. This guy, this is Lamborghini. He was the one that was the wettest yesterday. And so it does take a while to dry up, but I can see that it looks a lot drier. We might clip some of that manure off his bum so that he doesn't get any maggots. But no serious concerns in here. Just a few that are hopefully recovering now that we've dewormed them. The main thing is that everyone's looking fine. We have clips there. Eating away. Normally, yes, an overbite would affect her ability to eat, But she's a little round girl, so it doesn't seem to be affecting her.
I know you like the pasture, eh? But honestly, you gotta love this feedlot thing.
Well, we have a lot more control.
I see bad hooves in these rams too, especially the white ones. Should be trimmed.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that probably this week.
Well, yeah. If we're stuck here today, we could do it today if you want. Actually, Jacob is supposed to be here next week, so I think we're not gonna crutch any of these guys because Jacob will be able to take all their wool off. And right now we don't have flies yet, so that won't be a problem as long as he shows up. If he shows up, all these guys will be nice and clean. Okay, we said we'd show you Hot Lips as an example of the eyes, and she just came up to us. Come here. Hot Lips, turn back around, honey. Yeah, we could use you as an example. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here. Here, we're trying to use you as an example. Yeah, we are. If Arnie could get here quickly. Hi. Hi. So, see, right away around her eyes.
Okay, all right, now we're in control.
Right away. See that? There's no doubting that she's pink. It's very obvious. So we can let her go.
Whoa!
Her gums are pink too. See, her gums are pink. Everything's pink. That's what a good eye should look like. There's no worry there. But even with her eyes on a white sheep, with her eyes just open like that, you can see the little lid around her eye is very obviously pink. So
when you get a sheep in a little bit of a bag here, a little dewlap here, what happens? What's that sign?
yeah, that's barber pole worm. We talked about that yesterday.
Okay, sorry, hon. Hey, not trying to correct you.
These are the rams that had bottle jaw, and their eyes were quite white, and we've been treating them for what? It's been 2 weeks, maybe? Yeah. He's actually got color back, so that's a really, really good sign for him. I would say, I'm trying to see if they have a white eye, so I'd let him go. He's fine.
He's actually gained weight since we
Yeah.
went them.
These guys are
Oh.
Oh, yeah, really? Does that help anything?
Well, they're feeling better.
Try get another skinny one. See if any of them are still white. Get the really, really skinny one. This guy here. He's got color too. So he looks good. Try the little skinny one. This is the one that's doing the worst. He's been fighting. Yeah, even he's got color. I'm thinking what happens now is that I wanted to show you a white one, but we've dewormed these guys several times, and now they're in here so that they don't have to compete with the big guys. And they definitely, none of them were bright white. So that's an encouraging sign. They're all eating, they're all chewing their cud. So we just have them in here so that we can monitor them and they don't have to fight with the big guys. And one thing about all these is that they're all like lambs. So they would be lambs from last year. And all the adult rams, 2 years and above, didn't get it. So it shows you that the parasites are affecting the young ones way more than the adults. You got to pay more attention to your anything under a year old or just at that year old mark. They don't have the immunity developed yet. This guy looks good because he's never been out. This is Casanova. He was out as a baby. And
Eyes are not much different.
no, because everybody's recovered. But he's not been treated.
See if a small eye or what?
Yeah, they do have small eyes. But you can see just by Like on the white sheep, you can see even the color of his ears pink. Around the outside, his muzzle's pink. His bum is pink. If you look at them and you can't see that pinkness, they're probably getting worms. And like Arnie was saying to me, it's a scale, I think it's called the Femantia scale. And they go from really pink to less pink to less pink to less pink to white. And it's a really fine line. We basically are looking for the white ones. White ones are really bad. And those, if you have any with white eyes, you probably want to treat everyone. That's our opinion. And that's what we did. The group of boys outside had, a few had bottle jaw and white eyes. We treated them, and we treated everyone. These guys have been inside for quite a while because we've been selling Dorset rams, so we wanted them to stay clean. And everybody in this pen looks really good, so they are not going to be dewormed. That's the benefits of being indoors. They don't get parasites. Now what are you doing? He's a pet. This guy is Cash, and he was sold, but we had to not sell him because he got a lump on his brisket. That's his chest between his legs, and we didn't know why he had it. We assume that it's from rubbing on the feeder because it's right below where he was rubbing, but we don't want to take that risk when we're selling sheep. So he's still here.
Come on, hurry up.
Well, he doesn't trust you now. There he goes. But we can check his lump. It's not in the, with lumps you're always worried about it being caseous. We vaccinate for caseous, so it's not very likely for them to get caseous, but it's not impossible. I think the vaccines are like only 70%, but they're vaccinated. And you can see he's got that little bare spot there.
I swear that's the bone.
Yeah.
It's
well, it could.
Rub.
That's what I mean. He could have been rubbing against the manger and got a lump, like inflamed from rubbing it too much.
Look, I don't feel there's no lump there, no fluid. He's got that's all bone right there.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I think that's his chest. Got lucky, he got to stay here.
That's
See what you look like. There you go.
I always liked him. That's Cash.
Oh, the wool's growing back, eh? That's very strong.
I know.
Honestly.
Hey, Cash.
At that rate with the shear, we could be going insane.
Yeah. We'll be sharing you all the time.
That's a meaty ram. Well, different type than this guy.
We're just peeking in here at the rams as we head out into lunch. And if you can see in the feeder there, it's kind of misty. But Scotty's in with the rams. If you all want to find Scotty, go to the ram pen because that's where he lives. He's having a siesta with them. So a lot more happened today than we had anticipated, and I ran way over time. So what's going to happen is I'm going to divide today's video up into two. So this will be kind of like part one, but it is a daily vlog anyway, so things continue on. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. So hopefully that will have you join us again tomorrow for sure. And anyway, I hope you did enjoy your time with us today. If you did, please give us a like and be sure to join us again tomorrow. Until then, bye for now.